Okay, good morning tatay, good morning everyone, good morning po sa Marriage Empowerment Toast natin every Tuesday at 9 o'clock a.m. This is Nanay Jet once again and
Money!
So good morning and we are live again this time and meron na tayong mga suki tatay. We would like to congratulate sa mga nag-persevere na audience natin dito sa Marriage Empowerment Toast and saka sa ating page, Marriage Empowerment Tribe, sa ating YouTube channel. Dumadami na yung subscribers namin.
That's great news.
Oh, it's good news
Great
kasi
news.
naging 400 na ata yung subscribers ng YouTube channel natin,
news.
tatay. So, malapit ang maging 1,000, and one step at a time. And thank you for your perseverance. Thank you for the engagement. And tatay, andito na tayo sa session 23 natin. Number 23 na
23,
tayo.
more than a habit.
Yes, more than a habit. At yung title ng ng topic natin sa ngayon ay sobra naman ito as in over-controlling si partner. So how are we going to handle partners na over-controlling? Merong qualifying over yung control na ginagawa ni spouse, ni hubby or ni wifey sa relationship nila. Oo. So good morning. Comment kayo sa baba. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sis Bennett. Good morning, Mama Lou, Sis Day. Sino pa ba? Trixie, Miriam, Miriam. And then, good morning, Sis MJ. Pa-shout out kay Sir Franklin. Nag-yoga si Sir Franklin.
Good morning to
with his babies. And then, good morning sa inyong lahat. Masaya tayo ngayon, tatay, dahil alam mo ano nangyari sa atin last weekend, di ba?
May malaking nangyari.
So, kaya nga, passionista na ako ngayon, tingnan mo yung earrings.
Malaki na earrings. Parang hula hoop.
Parang hula hoop nga eh. So, sometimes we do some things na medyo minsan hindi naging natural sa atin, but we also have to put some changes para naman magkaroon ng thrill, yung pagsasama ninyo or marriage ninyo.
For me, it's a shared activity of growing, and glowing in love.
Okay. So, tatay, mag-toast muna tayo. So, good morning, everyone, and hope you are all in love this morning. And ano ba yung overly controlling spouse, tatay? Ano yung overly controlling spouse para sa'yo?
Let's not define the term control. Alam na lang lahat yan.
Yes.
The term control. But yung overly controlling, tatlo yan sa akin. Sa isip, sa salita, at sa gawa.
Ano ba yan?
Alam yan ang lahat. Controlling sa isip, sa salita, at sa gawa. Pag nandun yung tatlo na yun, that's overly. There's a term for that in political science. We call it totalitarianism. Pero bang extreme dictatorship yan? Kinukontrol mo ang isip, ang salita, at ang gawa ng partner mo. Wala nang natira sa kanyang buhay, sa kanyang free will. Wala na yun, wala na. Inilibing na.
So kaya yung nakikita natin sa isang overly controlling spouse ay wala siyang konsepto sa teamwork.
Walang konsepto sa teamwork.
So wala siyang concept kasi yung marriage talaga kailangan nyo sana merong teamwork ng hubby at saka ng
nakikinig dapat ang partner sa yung thoughts ng partner.
Kino-consider niya yung thoughts and ideas ng isang partner para magkaroon ng teamwork.
May dialogue, pero pag overly controlling, walang teamwork yan. Dapat ako ang masusunod. Ako ang hari.
Ako naman ang reyna, alam mo na. So, yung controlling spouse din, tatay, may tendency sila na kinokontrol din yung pera 'Diba? Yung
Okay.
siya lang yung nag-handle ng pera at minsan nahihirapan yung isang partner humingi for a certain amount. Yung parang talagang kahit sa yung mga very, very, very petty things, hihingi pa siya sa husband niya or hihingi pa siya sa wife niya. So, kinokontrol talaga yung pera at hindi makakagalaw yung spouse with respect to budget.
You know, there is a reason for that. In our studies before, in political psychology, pinagstudihan yung mga diktador ng mundo. At nakita nila doon yung mga diktador may sobrang insecurity sa buhay. Kaya nagko-control, they want to have cover sa kanilang insecurity at isa dyan, dapat ako may pera.
Oo. So, tinatakpan nila yung insecurities nila sa pera.
Sa pera, yan ang magiging workaholic.
Okay. So, eto ring controlling wife or controlling husband na to, ayaw niya yung social life. Gusto lang niya dito lang sa loob. Kasi, ayaw niyang makipaghalubilo sa ibang tao. So, mas gustuhin niya na nasa loob lang kayo ng bahay. Huwag kayong lumabas, huwag kayong makipaglaro. Yung parang laging huwag. Ano?
Insecurity yan kasi baka malaman.
Meron akong kilala tatay na medyo controlling yung husband. Yung husband talaga, siya yung nagdi-decide kung saan paaralan ilalagay yung mga bata. Siya yung nagdi-decide kung ano yung kurso ng mga bata. Meron ngang isang student ko noon na umiiyak at sinasabi, yung papa ko, nanay, gusto talaga mag-military. Ako nasa PMA. Ako ayaw kong magsundalo. Yung parang ganun. So, but hindi siya papaaralin kung hindi siya doon papasok sa paaralan na yun, kung hindi yung kursong yun yung kukunin niya. So, medyo mabigat ito dahil parang nawala ng freedom yung ibang members of the family at lalo na yung partner.
Talagang nawala ang freedom dyan at intentional yan.
But you know what, tatay? Usually, yung sinasabi ng controller, I do this because it is all for us. Ginagawa ko to para sa ating lahat ito, para sa ating dalawa ito.
That is always the justification of a controlling person.
At sinasabi mo nga kanina, hindi sila nakikinig sa mga ideas ng partner.
Yes.
Pero ano namang resulta, tatay, kung halimbawa ako controlling at ikaw yung kapartner ko na isang controlling na wifey, anong usual na mangyayari or anong usual na reaction mo?
Malaking digmaan yan.
And tsaka merong mga wifeys, lalo na pag ang hobbies yung controlling tatay, merong mga wifeys na nagkaka-anxiety attack. Kasi parang, darating na si tatay mo, darating na si daddy niyo, darating na si... Sige, yung parang gano'n, parang magkaroon siya ng emotional stress.
Yeah.
And that's no longer healthy, di ba?
No longer healthy.
And then, eto rin, siguro, meron akong wifey na nag-confide, nagpapa-mentor sa akin, and sabi niya, parang hindi ako kasali sa buhay niya. Kasi parang walang teamwork eh.
Yeah.
So, parang hindi na siya kinukonsulta. Ako lang palagi yung nasusunod. So, ang feeling ng partner, ang feeling ng wifey, hindi ata ako kasali sa life niya.
Yeah,
I am not included in his dreams. I am not included in his plans, in his activities.
Ideas, her ideas are never heard.
Yes.
Are never considered.
And then, meron silang feeling na I am unimportant. Hindi ako importante. And then, yung self-esteem ng partner, pag ganito yung controlling, overly controlling, mayroon tayong overly controlling na spouse. Yung partner naman, meron siyang, nawalan siya ng self-esteem at parang feeling niya wala ng respeto. Parang ginagawa siyang bata.
Yeah.
Oo. So
in other words, yung results na yan basically are psychological, results. So this overly controlling spouse may end up in inflicting psychological distress to the person, the spouse being controlled.
Yes. So medyo mahirap merong controlling husband, yung partner naman hindi controlling. Or other way, controlling yung wife, yung husband naman ay hindi controlling. Pero mas malaki yung problema kung both sa kanila puro sila overly controlling.
So, dapat may isa sa kanila na magre-realize. Okay? At will have to start the positive way, the way to coping with this situation. Kasi nandyan na yan. Given na yan. Probably personality yan. Okay?
So, i-shout out lang natin yung kapatid mo na nasa Batangas. Nanonood pala siya sa atin So, Matuy, good morning. And thank you for being with us this morning. Okay, so, minsan, napakalaking problema sa isang partner na hindi controlling, tapos yung partner niya ay isang controlling spouse. So, let us look into some case studies, tatay. Merong couple A and B. Tapos, si lalaki pala, yun yung nakikita niya sa papa niya. Yun yung ginagawa ng papa niya sa mama niya.
Controlling si papa niya.
Controlling si papa niya. But unconsciously, hindi niya alam na yun pala, controlling pala yung ganon. Pero nakikita niya, isang salita lang ni papa, bow down agad sila.
In other words, submissive si motherhood.
Walang reklamo. Pero nakikita naman niya yung nanay niya na umiiyak sa corner. Kasi hindi nga niya nabu-voice out lahat yung nasa isip niya. So, etong possibility na to, yung pagiging controller ng isang spouse ay minsan nakukuha niya sa isang parental model.
Upbringing sa parents yan. Okay.
Kaya nga mahalaga yung engagement period, yung knowing period ng magkasintahan kasi and mahalaga din na makapunta ka kahit 2-3 beses sa bahay ni partner while you are still in the romantic stage para naman ma-observe mo kung ano yung mga galaw ng parents ng future husband mo or future wife mo. Di ba? May wisdom yan
Sa ating assessment, nandyan yan. Yung period of engagement. How many years yun?
Yes, it matters because pag less than a year, medyo magkaroon ng konting problema dahil hindi mo pa masyadong kilala yung partner mo at ng family, yung family background ng partner
Mahalaga
mo.
Talagang kilalanin mo ang yung future partner and then go to the family background.
Yes, because it is mas madaling maintindihan. You can understand more bakit ganito yung asawa ko, sobrang diktador, yung parang gano'n, no? Bakit ganito? Kasi nakikita mo na gano'n din yung papa niya. So, one possibility na naging over-controlling yung partner ninyo, it's because of parental model. Nakukuha niya sa pamilya. And then another possibility, let us look into case study number 2. Yung isang mag-asawa tatay, si couple C and D, si hubby ay masyadong efficiency expert. Yung para bang alam ko yan, kaya alam ko na itong budget na to, it will work pag ganito yung gagawin natin. Yung tubig natin, ganito lang kalakas. Yung sabon natin, yung parang sobrang alam niya lahat ng area sa homemaking. So, in this case, nawawala yung boses ng wifey. So,
si hubby ito.
Si hubby ito. So, yung voice ni wifey, nawawalan siya ng boses and never acceptable sa kanya yung mga suggestions ni wifey. Kaya, ang nangyayari, dahil merong pagka-peacemaker si wifey, hindi na siya iimik. So, in that particular case, etong hubby na to, he is very good. Meron siyang good job, meron siyang making good money, household running efficiently, and making good retirements. Yung parang tapos sasabihin niya, making good investment at nag-iisip na siya nga at age 50, magre-retire na ako. So parang task-oriented siya, yung pagkaklase ng pagiging controlling niya, overly controlling, is meron siyang goal, meron siyang task na dapat
Parang expert
tapusin.
siya yun.
Mm-mm.
Nandyan na sa kanyang lahat.
And for him, he is just doing this in a perfectly natural way. Oo, parang hindi siya conscious ba na naging controlling na siya
But
sa
it can
partner
also
niya.
be parental model. He
Mm-mm.
might have inherited this from his parents, this
Mm-mm.
kind of controlling way.
Mm-mm. Pero minsan tatay, nakakasama din yung sobrang bilib sa sarili. Oo,
Of
di ba?
course.
Yung sobrang bilib sa sarili, nakakaano din na.
Kasi walang taong perfect.
So minsan, lagi mo na lang kinikriticize na hindi tama yung sa'yo, yung sa akin yung tama. So yung ideas ng wifey or ng partner, wala na siyang kwenta dahil eto lang yung sa akin yung tama. So there are two negative ways to handle a controlling spouse, tatay.
So,
alam mo ba yon?
Ways of handling a controlling spouse, may negative. Baka sa nakikinig natin ngayon, baka negative yan.
Hindi mo lang alam.
Hindi mo alam.
Hindi naman natin sinasabi na yung nakikinig sa atin, yun na talaga yung sitwasyon nila. But maybe you know some couples na ganito yung sitwasyon. At least, madadala nyo sa kanila, ano yung naririnig nyo sa amin. So, yung dalawang negative ways to handle a controlling is, yung una, tatay, power play.
Power play. Maglalaro tayo sa power.
Oo, maglalaro tayo sa yung sasabihin niyo, if you are going to control me, pues, I will fight you to the end. Yung parang ganun, kung ganito na kinokontrol mo lahat, pues, awayan ito. So, remember that this is a series of fighting a good fight. Yung pinag-uusapan natin.
That's why it will end up with a troubled marriage.
Yes, this will end up a troubled marriage. Pag yung way of handling a controlling spouse, nagpa-power play kayo.
Kasi parang related yan sa pressure tactics. Kinokontrol mo ako, kontrolehin ko kayo. Pinipressure mo ako, pues magpe-pressure din ako kasi no one is perfect. May weakness tayo. So, tinatarget ko kayo sa weakness mo. That's power play.
May nakikilala tayong mag-asawa na both of them are controlling.
Yes.
Diba? So,
marami.
Ang nangyayari, si Javi, pag gusto niyang i-control yung wifey niya, yung mata niya, nanlilisik talaga yung mata niya, tinitingnan very sharp, staring, or
alam ko yan,
yung tingin, very sharp na tingin yung gagawin niya sa asawa niya dahil gusto niya yung mangyayari. Tapos nga lang, controlling din si wifey. O pareho silang controlling . So, ang isasagot ni wifey, bakit mo ko tinitingnan? Bakit yung mata mo nanglilisik? Parang ganon na this leads to anger and heated arguments. So away sila ng away, nobody wins kasi puro nga sila controlling.
There will be no end to fighting, and it's not a good fight, it's a bad fight.
Yeah.
And ending up in a troubled marriage.
Okay. And then kung minsan, pag natapos na yung away nila, yung power play nila, they stay uninvolved. Bahala ka sa buhay mo, bahala ka. So, yung nangyari, magkaiba yung silid nila kung matulog, di ba?
Unti-unting nawawala yung intimacy na yan.
Oo, nawalan sila ng intimacy with each other hanggang parang they are living in one roof, pero parang civil lang yung treatment. Kung kumakain silang dalawa, pero pag nag-uusap, agad-agad, it will lead to anger and it will lead to heated arguments. Kasi gusto nila kung ano yung iniisip, ano yung gustong gawin, dapat sinasubmit ng partner nila. So another negative way to handle an over-controlling partner is submissive servant approach.
Okay.
Meron namang sinasabi spirituality, yung sa scripture na lalaki, you are the head of the family and love your wife, diba? And then meron namang sinasabi na wife, you are part of the church, the body of the church, and then you are going to submit to your husband. So, but sa punto na nagsasubmit ka na lang as like a servant yung approach, eto, mag-yield din ito ng conflict, trouble, marriage.
Let's be clear about this.
Mm-mm.
This submissive servant approach as a negative approach way is within the context of a controlling spouse.
Mm-mm.
In the scriptural passage of quoted, the keyword there is husbands, love your wife.
Mm-mm.
It does not say control your wife. It says love your wife, and in response to that love, the wife must submit.
Mm-mm.
Here it is different. Control your spouse, and then the wife simply submits as a servant. This is entirely unfair.
Mm-mm.
Okay?
Mm-mm.
Because there is no love involved in it.
Mm-mm.
Right?
Mm-mm. So, yung pag-yield to the controller dahil gusto mo lang i-avoid yung conflict, minsan nakakasama rin siya.
Walang love yan, hindi mag-grow yung love natin dyan kasi unti-unting namamatay si passion, si intimacy at saka si commitment.
Ano siya, Tatay? Parang sa externally nakikita natin na at peace yung relasyon nila. Pero sa totoo, kumukulo yung loob. Yung submissive servant spouse, meron siyang hidden na galit sa loob. Meron siyang resentment, So, the truth is, para lang silang at peace externally, but that is not the truth.
We call it internal bleeding. At saka naka-offend yan sa intimacy. Yung wifey niyan, magsasubmit lang sa sexual life nila. Wala ng sexual intimacy yan.
So, kaya nga sinasabi sa scripture na God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Oo. So, kasi minsan, hindi ka na lang umiimik dahil natatakot ka na. Yung sobra na yung takot. And, ang gusto ng Panginoon naman, na we do it, na meron naman tayong pag-iisip na hindi na to tama.
Hindi na tama. Kasi may conscience tayo.
Oo. So, we also have to make some brotherly or sisterly correction with our spouse kung sa tingin natin hindi na nga siya tama.
Yan, if there is somebody who is not controlling, but if the big problem here is when both of them are controlling. We'll come to that. I have some insights to that.
Yes. Okay, pero kung merong dalawang negative way to handle a controlling spouse, yun nga yung sinasabi natin, yung una is power play, ang pangalawa yung submissive servant approach, meron naman po tayong tinatawag na positive way to respond, positive way to handle a controlling partner.
And that is the good news.
Yes.
My positive way.
Number one is influencing by agreement.
You cannot change your spouse, you cannot change your partner, but we can influence. Okay.
The basis for this particular technique, Tatay, is that understanding the needs of the controlling personality and your own needs.
Yes.
Oo. So, meron kang pangangailangan, meron din siyang pangangailangan as a controlling partner. And then we are going to understand those needs and try to influence each other, no? Always remember yung sinasabi namin noon na you cannot change your partner, but you can influence your partner. So, katulad, yung we tried to talk it over about the washing machine na sinasabi ko sa kanila noon. Ayaw mo ng washing machine. Gusto ko na magkaroon tayo ng washing machine dahil we are working together at nahihirapan na tayong maglaba, no, na on time talaga, na hindi masyadong malaki yung bundok ng labahan. So, ang nangyayari, hindi mo kinokontrol dahil sinasabi mo lang, eto yung reasons ko kung bakit ayaw ko ng washing machine. Tapos, eto namang sinasabi ko, eto din yung reasons ko bakit gusto ko ng washing machine. Tapos, tinitingnan natin, ano ba yung need mo? Ano ba yung need ko? Diba? Yung need ko is, I will have more time to work with my school activities kasi yung time ng paglalaba ay medyo mataas and it will steal my time for my other activities. So gusto ko, while working my paperworks, nagkaroon na rin ng labahan doon sa kitchen na part or
In other
laundry na
words,
part.
there was a prior discussion
Yes.
that led to this agreement.
Kasi minsan, when you are going to have this technique, influencing by agreement, you have to consider the need of freedom ng bawat isa.
Yes.
Katulad ng pera, ako naman yung treasurer, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero, you also need the freedom na kung may gusto kang bilhin, hindi ka na every time ang hihingi sa akin. Kaya meron kaming agreement na if it is less than 1,000, you can buy the thing, and dapat meron kang allowance na ganito para kung meron kang kailangan yung mga medication mo, hindi ka na maghintay pa sa akin if I'm not around, no? Na hindi ka makakainom ng dahil wala kang pera. Kakainom ng medicines mo dahil wala kang pera. So, the influencing your spouse by agreement, you have to consider two things, tatay. The need of freedom and the need of significance.
Yes. Those are very important.
Kasi yun yung reklamo ng mga partners na hindi pinapakinggan yung ideas at thoughts nila na yung self-worth ko, wala na eh. Kasi hindi niya ako pinakinggan. Wala siyang respeto sa akin.
Walang respeto din sa freedom. Wala yung freedom na yan. Saka yung self-worth, para bang significant ako pag pinapakinggan?
Kasi tatay, yung controlling na spouse, yung overly controlling na spouse, meron silang tendency na yung self-worth ay ano ba yung tie? Na parang connected, nakatali sa performance ng spouse. Na kung maganda yung performance, kasi task-oriented si controlling eh. So pag maganda yung performance, okay ka. Pero pag hindi maganda yung performance, merong maraming criticism.
Kasi controller yung magdi-define, sino ka ba sa buhay ko?
So, before implementing the influencing by agreement, you have to look into ano ba yung need ng partner ko of freedom, and ano ba yung need ng partner ko with respect to self-worth and significance.
Ang malaking discussion yan.
And then, ganito daw yung gagawin, tatay, with respect to influence by agreement. Sasabihin mo na, hindi natin kailangan yon. Huwag kang bibili dyan. Controlling yan, di ba? So, hindi natin kailangan yan. Makakaltasan yung budget ko niyan.
Restriction yan sa gawa at sa isip ng tao.
Hindi natin kailangan yan. Ang technique pala, tatay, agree ka muna. Influencing by agreement eh. So, agree ka muna sa kanya. Sasakay ka. So, parang wag mong i-argue kasi yung power play, bakit hindi importante yan, di ba? Power play na yan, di ba? Pero pag sinasabi ng controlling partner na wag yan, dito ka lang, parang ganon, agree ka muna.
Okay.
Tapos, i-agree mo na yung perspective nila ay tama. Then state your case. That is when you are going to influence your partner by agreement. So,
timing ang important yan. Timing. Dapat may discernment sa timing. Kailan ko i-influence ang taong ito.
So, number one, agree ka muna. Number two, influence, state your case. No, state your case. Katulad, pag sinasabi mo, kung controlling ka, ay huwag ka nang bibili ng washing machine. Sabi ko, ay oo nga, hindi dapat bibili ng washing machine.
Huwag kang pupunta sa parlor.
Ay oo nga, Pero tatay, eto na yung, state your case. Pero tatay, lalo akong gaganda kung pupunta ako sa parlor kasi hindi ako marunong yung parang ganun. So, naririnig niya yung yung reason mo kung bakit ka talaga bibili or kung bakit ka talaga pupunta.
Timing.
Sa timing. And number three, of course, not allowing yourself to be controlled.
Of course.
So, kasi minsan, pag nakikita ni partner, isang beses lang na nakokontrol ka niya, hindi ka na, it will lead to more and more controlling actions.
Kasi personality niya yan.
Dominant yung personality niya eh. At nakikita niya na, yes ka lang ng yes. Yes ka lang. Ay, Diyos ko, kaya ko to itong babaeng ito. Kaya ko to yung lalaking ito. So, yung parang ganon, na hindi ka na makapagsalita kung ano yung nasa isip at nasa loob mo. So, let the controller see that you have a mind of your own. Because, ano ba yan? Parang nabubulol na. Kasi tatay, usually yung controller, yung how they deal with their partner is parang bata yung partner nila. Yung kung sa Bisaya pa walay buot, no? Parang walang isip, walang magandang maiisip yung partner ko, parang bata, hindi marunong mag-decide, hindi marunong, parang ganun yung treatment nila.
There is a term for that, dependency. Okay. Nakadependent sa kanya. Anong sinasabi niya, ano ang dapat gawin mo, itong susundin mo, dependent ka sa akin. So, wala kang independence, wala kang freedom.
Okay. So, meron dito, we argue about politics, especially about, and I am not partial to his governance. My husband supports him, so we argue over this, then I turn a deaf ear against his banters. It is useless to argue. Yes, it is, kaya po, wag gawin o wag gamitin yung power play natin. So, hindi maganda yung power play at saka yung submissive servant approach. Yung maganda, agree ka muna sa kanya and then state your case para ma-influence mo siya and then do not allow yourself to be controlled. Especially if first time na ginagawa nila, no? Dapat masabi mo na sa kanila na hindi ito tama. Ito yung ganito talaga. So, another
power play. If we go democratic in our relationship, there is such a thing as majority rule. And that's very technical. That's 1/2 + 1. So if there are two of us, 1/2 is 1 + 1 = 2, meaning unanimous. The both of us, nobody should be controlling because it requires majority, and that is both the two of us.
So, another thing, tatay, kasi pag etong pangatlo, not allowing yourself to be controlled, maiintindihan ni partner na meron kang need for freedom.
Yes.
Na, 'di ba, yung ibon, pag ginaganon mo yan, talagang lalabas yan sa palad mo. So, you really have to consider na kailangan ng isang partner mo yung freedom. So, pag sinasabi mo, parang mayroong implied message ka na, don't control me because I have to be free. But not to the extent na absolute yung freedom. Yung sinasabi natin na, meron akong freedom of choice din. As a wife, meron akong freedom of choice. As a husband, meron ka rin freedom of choice. Huwag mo akong sakalin. So, your partner will respect your freedom for that.
And there is a powerful principle to that, a doctrine to that effect. Your freedom ends where the freedom of your spouse begins.
Okay. Oo, maganda yan. Your freedom ends when the freedom
where
the freedom of your spouse begins.
Okay. That's because no freedom is absolute. It's always limited. And the limitation is when the freedom of the other person begins.
So, mahalaga na matutunan itong strategy na to, influencing by agreement, lalo na yung merong mga overly controlling partners. Oo. So, napakaganda po, and I would like to shout out kay PH to KLTV, Teacher Bo, nanonood sila sa YouTube channel natin. Hello. And then, salamat po for watching, and sana makakatulong sa inyo na to. And then, the second technique, tatay, positive way to respond if you have a controlling partner is play to his or her strength.
Yes, this is very important because we might be looking only into his or her weakness. But whether we like it or not, every person has strengths. Right? So play to his or her strengths.
So yung si controlling kasi, meron silang tendency na magaling ako dito. I'm the
Okay,
expert,
yes,
'di ba? Yun
yes.
yung ano, na magaling ako dito kasi task-oriented
Yes.
sila eh. Parang goal-oriented, very focused, and magaling ako dito. Kaya nga parang minsan yung trato nila sa partner nila ay parang bata kasi ako
Yes.
lang yung may alam. Ako lang
Yes.
yung kaya ko to. So, try to play his or her strength. Anong gagawin natin? Let's say for example, it is actually your need, no, as a wife. Pero sinasabi mo, alam mo ba, tatay, mayroon akong kaibigan. And then, tinatanong niya ako, ano yung mga practical ideas para ma-enrich yung pagsasama nila, yung marriage nila. So, si controlling husband or si controlling wife, yung strength niya, marami siyang ideas kasi expert siya eh. So, halaga para sa kanya yung mga ideas na yan. And he or she welcomes the request of help. Yan yung gusto niya.
Kasi siya lang nag-iisa sa mundong ito, controlling siya. But in reality, the truth of the matter is, he is needing somebody's help. Okay.
So the request of help. So here in this case, parang lumalabas yung mga ideas niya. Sasabihin niya, sabihin mo sa kaibigan mo, read books, attend seminars, kung gusto ka, you join groups, and then you join memberships for couples, yung parang mga pinagsasuggest natin sa kanila na ano. So, ang nangyayari, yun yung mga ideas niya, kasi yun yung strength niya eh. Naririnig mo, yun pala yung mga ideas niya. Gagawin mo sa relationship ninyo. So, sinasabi ni partner, sabihin mo sa kaibigan mo, read couple books. Bilhan mo siya ng couple books. Yan, magbasa ka rin kasi sinasabi mo sa kaibigan ko, siguro pwedeng gawin to sa atin. Yung parang ganon, laruan mo kung nasaan yung strength niya.
Because he will appreciate if nandun ka sa strength.
Kasi strength niya yun eh, suggestion niya yun, idea niya yun. So, ang akala niya, nagustuhan niya yung ideas ko. Yun lang naman talaga eh. So, dahil nagustuhan niya, gagawin niya yung suggestion niya mismo.
But I will be using another term instead of laruan. I would use the term compliment. It's more appropriate and with sincerity. Kasi pag sinabi mong laruan, para bang walang sinceridad yan. You compliment, for instance. Yung si wifey, malakas yun sa spirituality. Right? So allow his or her, spiritual dominance be controlling in married life. Kasi wala ka doon. Right? Kasi yung si controlling, strength yan. Kanyang strength, but hindi lang talaga masyadong strategic at saka hindi masyadong strategic sa kanyang pamamaraan. But if you will complement with his strength or her strength, and that will be a good advantage to married life, spirituality. If like sa atin, malakas ka sa financial management, inaalaw ko yan, controlling ka dyan. Pero hindi ako na-offend dyan kasi nagko-compliment ako dyan. Ano bang sasabihin mo? Expert ka dyan. So ano bang sasabihin mo? May salita ako, hindi posible yan sa akin. May say ako dyan. Pero ikaw ang malakas dyan. No problem with me.
Kaya nga, meron tayong sinasabi sa influencing by agreement na agree ka muna, ako yung mayroong strength sa pera, how to handle money, how to do the finances, meron akong strength doon, agree ka muna, but then, the next thing is you state your case. So sasabihin mo sa kanya, eto yung pwede sa akin, eto yung hindi pwede sa akin. State your case, and then, do not be allowed to be controlled. Kasi minsan, di ba, nakakalimutan ko dahil ako na yung nag-handle ng pera at nakakalimutan
specific
ko.
Yung budget mo.
Tapos, sinasabi mo sa akin, you corrected me when you said na, nanay, parang bata na yung treatment mo sa akin. Parang kapatid na lang yung treatment mo sa akin na bibigyan mo ng allowance.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Yung parang ganun, you stated your case, at the same time, you never allowed yourself to be controlled.
Yes.
Oo. So then I also realized as a partner na ko, sorry ha, hindi ko na nakikita yan kasi meron akong tendency to be controlling dahil eldest. Minsan yung order in the family also matters. So being the eldest, meron kang tendency na i-control mo lahat. O ganito, ganito, dominant ka talaga, bossy ka na. And na-offend mo na pala yung partner mo. So here in this case, you have to state your case para hindi masyadong controlling yung attitude ko, and at the same time, I will also understand na, ay, Diyos ko, sorry, mayroon palang need of freedom itong partner ko.
Yes, that's great.
So,
and sa iba namang bagay, controlling naman ako. At may respeto ka dyan. But you were stating, you've been stating your case. Okay? Hindi pwede yan sa akin. Okay? But in most cases, if we agree with each other and we are influencing each other, and that will end up in a very positive shared activity.
Yes.
Which is based, strength-based. So,
napakaganda ng discussion natin na to with respect to a controlling spouse na minsan, problema talaga to, lalo na sa culture natin na hindi tayo masyadong expressive sa emotions natin. Maraming mga wifeys na andyan sa punto ng becoming submissive servant approach yung ginagamit nila, pero pumuputok yung butse. Kaya nga minsan yung mga partners na ano na lang sila na one day sasabihin sa partner sila, ayoko na sa'yo, aalis na ako. Yung iba, dahil hindi nga nila ma-express na ayaw na nila, bigla na lang nawala. Di ba? Biglang naging missing yung partner nila.
Hanggang nagbabalikan, patay ng isa.
Yung parang ganun. Kasi wala naman tayong formal school talaga kung paano ba natin i-handle tong mga ganitong sitwasyon. And you cannot just, hindi natin mapipigilan tong mga pangyayaring ito eh. Ang kailangan lang siguro is education. I-educate natin yung bawat isa natin kung, oo nga, no? Paano kung controlling na yung attitude ng partner ko. At parang, kaya nga minsan tatay, meron tayong mini-mentor na mag-asawa na sasabihin nila, nasasakal na ako sa relasyong ito. Bakit nasasakal? Because of this kind of relationship.
Controlling. Ang isa, pero hindi din niya alam na siya ay controlling din.
So, minsan nga hindi nila alam na pareho silang controlling. So, you really need also to look into the personalities. Kasi may apat tayo na personalities na i-consider tatay. Merong peacemaker, na yung peacemaker, meron siyang tendency na maging submissive, servant approach yung gagamitin niya.
Dapat walang awayan itong bahay na to.
Tapos si dominating na controlling siya. Meron namang personality na caretaker talaga, no? Yung parang inaano niya, parang homebody, lahat ng anong gusto mo, ina-accommodate ka niya. At meron namang personality na party maker. So yung consideration natin dito is yung very dominant, yung very significant na personality na nangyayari sa relationship is kung controlling at dominant yung tao. How do you handle controlling people or controlling spouses? So we are still into fighting a good fight. This time, hopefully, alam nyo na kung paano i-handle pag irresponsable yung spouse nyo. Paano i-handle pag workaholic yung spouse nyo. Paano nyo i-handle pag controlling yung spouse nyo. Marami pa tayong pag-uusapan. No?
Parang dumami pa.
Parang dumami pa yun. Kasi yun
walang katapusan yung problema
naman,
sa buhay mag-asawa.
Yun naman talaga yung realities naman tatay sa buhay eh. So, yan yung mga realities na we cannot also control, no? Kung ano yung personality meron yung napili natin.
Dala-dala nila yan sa buhay mag-asawa.
So, minsan kasi, we wanted to change the person. Yun yung siguro mindset na kailangang tanggalan natin. If you are a wifey, if you are a hubby, always remember, reality says you cannot change a person, but you can influence the person.
Before getting into married life, ay nagsasabi na sa isip niya, baguhin ko tong hobby na yan. Pag naasawa ko ito, talagang baguhin ko yan. Hindi
Yung,
ko,
lalo
hindi
na po,
posible.
pag nandyan pa sila sa romantic stage na ina-idealize pa nila na perfectong asawa kong ito, hindi pwedeng magkamali, yung parang ganon na meron kang image ng knight of shining armor ng partner mo, and then bigla, hindi na-meet yung expectations na yan. Oo. So, eto pala, dominante pala siya, parang matipid pala, kasi minsan hindi namimigay ng pera, di ba? Yung parang ganun.
At saka yung may kuripot yung...
Oo, walang budget for parlor. So, yung parang mga ganong sitwasyon.
Killjoy!
Oo, KJ. So, you really have to look into the different areas and the different aspects, no? Talagang komplikado dahil in marriage you are dealing with people. You are dealing with humans. And humans, of course, mayroong subject for growth and subject for errors, and mayroong dapat talagang i-work out, no, para maging perfect yung ano natin, yung relationship natin. So sabi pa nga tatay sa scripture, mayroong sharing doon na the only one that should control in our lives as a couple, as spouses, is the Holy Spirit of God. What's your take about that?
Well, pag sinabi natin controlling at wala yung Spirit of God, maging subjugation yan, maging negative yan. Paramihan yan ng evil spirits yan.
Ano ba yan?
That's why I am equating. That's a good scriptural passage why Spirit of the Holy God means love, because God is love. That's why pag may controlling, okay, hindi overly yan. May controlling on the basis of love ay mag-go, mag-grow, mag-glow yan si love. And that is passion, that is intimacy, and that is commitment. Kasi yung controlling na yan, there is one thing, basic thing, na na-offend sa tao, yung freedom. That will also go and strike to the root of his dignity or her dignity. Pag na-offend yan, wala nang buhay yan. Pag na-offend yan, wala nang pag-ibig yan.
Yes.
Mamamatay si pag-ibig niya. So, what happens to passion, commitment, at saka yung intimacy, mawawala lahat yan. This is my recommendation actually. May control tayo because your freedom ends where the freedom of your spouse begins. And that is limitation to freedom. And this limitation can be well established by means of control, but hindi lang sana overly. Yung control base sa pag-ibig, based on love, dapat nandyan yan kasi hindi naman tama yung absolute ng freedom, walang control. So pag kinokontrol tayo based on strength, may pag-ibig dyan, walang problema yan. Dandahan ka sa salita, we have taming your tongue, right? Dandahan ka sa pag-iisip mo, dandahan ka sa paggagawa mo. Everything based on love, there is that spirit of God. That is love. There is no other safe thing we can go and we can give to our married life to eliminate the dangers, the threats, and the darkness of controlling except love. Because love heals and love gives you towards the correct direction, glory of love.
Ang isa ko rin lang sigurong pwedeng iwan sa kanila na if in case lang talaga nagkaroon kayo ng overly controlling partner, is you have to persevere. You have to remember na yung Panginoon andyan palagi, and it is not you who will change the person, but it is God who will change the heart of that person.
Yes.
Na makikita niya na eto palang ginagawa ko, hindi na masaya si partner ko. No, kaya mahalaga din talaga tatay yung spirituality of both person.
Mm.
Kasi usually yung power play mangyayari lang yon kung yung spirituality ng dalawang tao is also in question.
Yes.
Because we are being taught to respect others, we are being taught to love one another, pero pag naging controlling ka na, ay nawawala yung mga elements na yon sa teachings natin, no? So here in this particular case, we also have to grow in our spirituality para lalo tayong magkaroon ng pasensya. And at the same time, we will also be able to make adjustments, no? Dahil nandito tayo, remember that marriage is a service ministry.
Yeah,
Oo.
sacrament of
It's a
service.
sacrament of service and we are serving one another, and it is a disservice to our partner kung hindi natin siya tutulungan paano siya mag-mature.
Yes.
Oo, sa kanyang emotions,
Very important.
paano siya mag-mature sa kanyang isip, 'di ba? Yung sinasabi
Yeah.
mo sa isip, sa salita at sa gawa.
Oh.
So it is also our, let's say, para bang I am my brother's keeper.
Yeah.
No, I am my brother's keeper bilang wife ng isang controlling or bilang husband ng isang controlling. I have this keeper's mission na I will help this partner grow sa isip, sa salita at sa gawa. So, yung mga technique na sinasabi namin, mahalaga talaga yung matutunan ninyo. And in a way, you will also go, ikaw mismo sa sarili mo, you go, grow, and glow in love. And at the same time, you are helping the other person go, grow, glow in love.
That's nice.
So, meron tayong mga comments dito, tatay. Nag-prepare. So, meron silang sa chat box natin. So, thank you po, PH2KL TV and Teacher Bo. Maraming salamat for being here with us for almost an hour now. And I would like also to thank all the people who are in our Marriage Empowerment Tribe page. Continue to follow us para malalaman nyo kung meron kaming mga live sessions dito sa page natin. And I would like to invite everyone na nanonood sa atin dito to join me to our METO membership. Ano yung METO? Marriage Empowerment Tribe Oasis. Parang refuge. Para siyang refilling station ng mga mag-asawa, no? Isa siyang membership na you will receive 7 blessings. You just have to go to gjetelnar.com/membership-2p para mag-join kayo sa membership na yan so that you will know the details of the 7 blessings that will be given to you when you join the membership. And then I would like to invite them, tatay, sa mga wala pang kopya ng 7-step solution to rescue your marriage before it starts to crumble. It's an ebook actually you can download at gjetelnar.com. Ano? And then thank you for those who have downloaded the ebook already. So we are planning actually na sana magkaroon siya ng physical copy.
Yeah, ilan na ba yung nag-download?
So ang dami na nag-download. Nasa almost 1,000 na yung email list ko eh. So here in this case, thank you very much for being here with us and following us through every Tuesday at 9 o'clock a.m. Mayroon pa tayong ibang comments. My pleasure. So thank you po. Thank you sa inyong lahat. And sana andito pa rin kayo next Tuesday. Every Tuesdays po tayo. Marriage Empowerment Toast, tatay.
Yeah,
and we have to look into, so siguro, meron pa bang comments? Baka we miss out somebody. Ayaw natin mamimiss out sila. So, see you again on Tuesday, 9 o'clock a.m. for our live session, Marriage Empowerment Toast. So, God bless everyone.
God bless everyone.
God bless.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Everyone.
Thank you. Thank you po.